at your seder and everyone is enjoying each other's company when all of a sudden you hear a knock at the door. Someone gets up to answer. You find a person who's clearly in need standing at the door. The individual is poor, they're destitute, they're just looking for a place to eat, they're just looking for a seder. What do you tell this person in this moment? If you turn to the Haggadah, the answer is clear. All who are hungry should come and eat. So of course you should invite this person into your seder with open arms. Yet the answer, I think, maybe isn't so clear, at least for most people. Most people in the world are not tzaddikim, they're not righteous. And at the very least, they might be, and I think justifiably, a little bit uncomfortable with the notion of just inviting somebody in who you just met, you have nothing to do with. And it's just difficult, it's just strange. Moreover, while meeting somebody new at the seder can be a meaningful experience, it also might run the risk of unsettling a certain dynamic or chemistry that has already been formed around one's table. The seder, as I'm sure many of us know, can be a very insular, family-oriented experience, and it's really carried by the consistency of the same people coming year after year. And there's nothing wrong with this. So how can we hold on to this feeling and at the same time maintain that all who are hungry should come and eat? Rav Shlomo Kruger, who authored the Chochmas Shlomo, which is a commentary on the Shulchan Aruch, maintains something very surprising. He says that ma'ot chitim, the money that we give to those who are poor before Pesach, to those who are needy, to those who can use a little bit of extra funds, ma'ot chitim, to purchase wheat, literally, those funds that many communities raise before Pesach to help those in need actually serve a very interesting purpose. He says that it's incumbent upon all of us to give ma'ot chitim before Pesach, so that if somebody were to come knocking on your door during the Seder, and you do not want to let them inside, you can say to them, and really maybe also to yourself in that moment, that you already helped them find food by offering ma'ot chitim before Pesach. Then, says the Chochmat Shlomo, you can close your door and go back to your family. Now, is this something that would be pleasant to say or to be heard by the poor person at your door? Probably not. But at the same time, this source teaches us a valuable lesson. Sometimes it's okay for us to prioritize our families, especially in a holiday like Pesach. However, and this is important, if we take this approach, we must make sure that we have done the important, crucial legwork before Pesach to support those around us who are in need. And lest one think that this could actually be taking the easy way out, this week's haftarah, a special haftarah that we read for Shabbat HaGadol, the Shabbat right before Pesach, seems to hint that in some ways, giving tzedakah before Pesach can be even harder than inviting somebody to your seder table. The haftarah says, "Haviu et kol hamaser el beit ha'otzar," that you should bring all of your tithes to the storehouse. V'teref beveitu v'chanuni na bezot, amar Hashem tzvaot. That you should let all the food be in the house, and this will put me to the test, says Hashem. Hashem invites a test, saying that if you bring everything that you have to the storehouse, what is Hashem going to do? I will banish the locusts from you, so they will not destroy the yield of your soil. Meaning, every time we give, and this is true with ma'ot chitim, right before Pesach, and it's true anytime we give tzedakah, we often can feel a sense that we're worried, we're scared that when we give, we're not going to have anything left for ourselves. In some ways, giving ma'ot chitim can often amount to much more, monetarily speaking, than what one would give to somebody who simply wants a seat at your table. And anytime we give, there's always that concern that we're not going to have enough left for ourselves. And this is, of course, what the haftarah is coming to remind us of, that even as we dig deep, and even as we try our best to give as much as we can, and even if we might feel in those moments like we don't have enough left, Hashem is going to be there to reassure us, to support us, and to recognize these efforts, and to make sure that we are still taking care of ourselves and that we ourselves do not go hungry. I want to wish everybody a Chag Kasher V'Sameach, a Shabbat Shalom, and also, importantly, I hope this is a Chag for all of us in which we can pay close attention to the needs of those around us, whether that is before Pesach, by giving ma'ot chitim, at our seder, if you choose to invite somebody in, knocking at your door, or maybe both. Shabbat Shalom.